going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street, getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Moves away as he feels pressure. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Reed. Release to the back. Snags it over the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on first down. Skips away from pressure. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Still looking, on the move. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The short hands, it's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep him at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He wants to throw here on second down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Now on second and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish...
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Complete downfield. And he's running in the open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. They're bringing heat. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals.
Fires one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, and everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Gets the official right there to call it a safety. He tried to get away from the pressure and stepped out of the back of the end zone. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking for a man. It's Stafford. This time it's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia State. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Boomer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Looking to throw at Stafford. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Oh, gave the defender the business. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum.
And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll call for the fair catch here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pressure coming. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Feeling some heat. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Trying to throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way.
Moving toward the end zone. Ball out.
And that's unfortunate for the offense. A golden opportunity to walk away with 2 extra points, but you fumble it at a critical juncture in the game. How's this one going to impact this game?
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Getting some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. To throw, it's Stafford. Going for the big play. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Warren. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, spins away from 1. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the ball's on the ground. Bounced right back to them.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He's going to pass. Throwing right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that time.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to throw, it's Stafford. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they take the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Finds his man. It's Jordan. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40, the 30.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Panthers inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Grab behind the line. It's Haas. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The option look. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the 1st down. Nice play.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side, 1st and goal. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.